You may think love from a Cane Corso looks obvious. The leaning, the shadowing, the giant head pressed against your leg. But some of their deepest attachment signals are quieter than that, and owners miss them because they do not look like affection in the usual sense. They look like vigilance, restraint, tiny choices a protective dog makes when you matter to them. Today we're covering 10 rare behaviors Cane Corsos show only when they love you deeply. These are not generic signs almost any dog might show. They are the kinds of behaviors longtime Corso owners often pick up on only after living with the breed. Stay with me through the list, because some of the strongest signs of trust hide in plain sight. 1. They watch you, even when they seem to be resting. Your Corso is lying across the room, not begging, not asking for attention, just quietly tracking what you're doing with that steady, serious look. You step into the kitchen, they lift their head. You sit down, they drop back. It can look too small to count as affection. But this is a breed whose history still shows up in the living room. Cane Corsos were shaped for centuries to keep an eye on their person and the surroundings at the same time, often from a calm distance. A Corso often shows love by quietly keeping track of you, the way they would have kept tabs on a family they were responsible for. It is affection shown through quiet attention, not contact. 2. They talk to you. In those strange little roo-roo sounds, owners know this sound, the low rumble, the breathy groan, the odd little talking noise that is not a bark, not quite a whine, something between the two. Sometimes it happens when you come home, sometimes when you speak softly, sometimes when they settle next to you. Because Cane Corsos are naturally quiet and reserved, these sounds are not casual. A Corso holds back most of the time, which is why these soft private noises feel so pointed when they come out. A bonded Corso often saves this talking just for trusted people, almost like their own little way of talking to you. When your Corso starts roo-rooing at you, owners often read it as a quiet form of family communication the dog has chosen to give only you. But this next one is where love can look almost like protection. 3. They quietly put their body between you and something uncertain. A stranger approaches, something feels off, and without drama, your Corso shifts and places its body between you and whatever it is sizing up. Not lunging, not exploding, just there. Calm, solid, on purpose. This comes straight out of their Italian farm guardian past, where the job was managing livestock and property with presence rather than attack. A body block is not aggression. It is a working technique. The dog is using its body as a barrier. When a bonded Corso body blocks for you, they are folding you into the space they are protecting and saying, in their own quiet way, "I've got this." If some of these feel familiar, subscribe to Doggy Pedia for more Cane Corso insights like this. 4. They let you handle places most dogs guard. Paws, ears, muzzle, mouth. The places many dogs stay touchy about. A Cane Corso that lets you handle those areas without tension is showing more than tolerance. This is a physically imposing breed with a massive head and powerful jaws, and the area around the mouth is where much of that power sits. For a dog built like a fortress, letting you near the part of them most dogs protect is not casual access. It is letting you into personal space their body was designed to guard. Many owners feel how big that is the first time they notice it. 5. They keep looking to one person first. Even in a family, many Corsos have one person they check with first, one person they glance at before reacting, one person they turn toward when something unusual happens. On walks, they may scan the area, then look back to you before moving on. In a new place, they settle only after they see you are relaxed. Some people read this as favoritism. It is usually something older than that. This breed was built to work closely with one handler, and that one-to-one partnership still runs under the surface. When your Corso keeps coming back to your cues first, they are not being needy. They are checking in with their partner. For a guardian breed, that is one of the biggest signs of trust they can give. 6. They do not have to touch you to stay close to you. Some loving dogs are constantly on top of you. Corsos can be different. They lie across the room where they can see you, then quietly move when you move. You walk into another room and later they show up there too, not dramatically, just enough to keep you in view. That is why owners sometimes call them shadows, even when they are not physically glued. Their version of closeness is about seeing you, not touching you. A bodyguard breed often wants to stay in position. A Corso quietly keeping an eye on you from across the room all day is showing one of the breed's deepest love languages. But this next one is rare enough, many people miss how much it means. 7. They are extra gentle with their mouth around you. You hand over a treat and that giant mouth that could take it roughly does not. It takes it softly, carefully, almost delicately. Owners notice it in play too, where a dog with enormous jaw power handles a hand with surprising care. This breed has a history of catchdog work on large, powerful animals, and the bite was bred to hold under pressure. So when a Corso dials all of that down to careful softness around your fingers, that is a choice. A dog shaped to grip a board choosing to be soft with your hand is showing an unusual level of control. A lot of owners get unexpectedly emotional the first time they catch it. 8. They accept guests because you accepted them. A naturally reserved dog watches a guest come in, serious, watching, alert. Then they see you are calm, and they settle. You can almost watch the decision happen. The dog checks the person, checks you, then softens. That can be a very deep sign of trust because the breed is built to be wary of strangers. So when your Corso lets your call override their own instinct, they are doing something that goes against their natural instinct. They are telling you, I trust what you trust. A lot of owners live with this breed for years before they realize how much sits inside that quiet softening at the door. 9. They lie down near you and let out that deep sigh. You sit down. The house calms, your Corso drops next to you and lets out that long, heavy sigh. It sounds simple, but the whole dog loosens at the same moment. For a guardian breed that is always partly on watch, that sigh is not just tiredness. Corsos carry quiet tension in the background much of the time. When they breathe out like that near you, owners often read it almost as handing the watch over to you. A Corso sighing this way can feel like they have decided you are steady enough to take the next shift. But this last one may be the deepest sign in the whole list. 10. They shift when they feel your mood shift. You are stressed, quiet, sad. And your dog seems to pick up on it before anyone says anything. They stay closer. They rest against you. They do not fuss. They just stay. This traces back to the breed's history of working side by side with one handler where reading that person mattered. Modern Corsos still carry that sensitivity, and bonded ones point it straight at you. What makes it love is not just that they pick it up. It is what they do after. They stay, they adjust, they become the quiet presence in the room. So what ties these signs together is that none of them are flashy. They are small acts of attention, restraint, and trust. A Cane Corso does not usually show deep love by getting softer the way people expect. They show it by letting you deeper into the serious, guarded parts of who they are. That is why owners talk about this breed the way they do. Not because the affection is louder, but because it feels earned. Which one of these 10 does your Corso do the most? Drop the number in the comments. This is Doggy Pedia. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.